Hey, this is Pastor Tony, Senior Pastor of Refuge Community Church. It's a place that people God call home because, as you know, there's no place like home. I'd like to welcome you to another segment of Pastors on the Go. As I always say, you never know what wonderful guests I actually have the opportunity to talk to. But today I have two, not just one, but two. It's a special opportunity. I have the Women of E.N.D.U.R.E here. You know, we're right actually on set, on location, in the radio station where they actually do their broadcast, the Women of E.N.D.U.R.E. Would you just say hi to everybody, tell them who you are, and just tell them a little bit about, you know, the radio program.
Hello, everyone. We are live at Gospel Radio Talk, where the Women of E.N.D.U.R.E. We weigh in every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. at Gospel Radio Talk, where we lose weight God's way, where we help to inspire and encourage you on how the way to lose weight spiritually, physically, and emotionally God's way.
Oh, and so there's always some areas in our life that we are overweight. And so again, we're talking about just being able to release some things so that we're able to be a little bit lighter, like you said earlier, and run this race and be able to endure through the process of just weighing in and allowing that our spirit and our mind and our physical all come align with one another.
You know, I think that's a wonderful thing, a wonderful concept, because y'all first of all, y'all are Christian women.
Yes.
Also, you have right now, Christian women. You know, also you have a background in fitness, and it's a neat concept how you actually bringing the two together. Now, okay, we're gonna flex now. All right, go ahead. Let's do the bicep. Let's do the bicep. All right, now here we go. You know, don't start nothing. You know. You know, but I think it's a great, unique thing, and you bring it all together, the fitness and Christianity and stuff, you know, as well. And I know in the natural,
right,
you always, when you begin any type of program, you always expect change to happen. You know, like you say, you weigh in, and basically you are losing weight. You know, and what I want to do, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you because, you know, these are women of God. I know the presence of God here. There's anointing, there's power here. I know things are happening. And I want to challenge you to watch 4 consecutive broadcasts and look and see the weight that God takes out of your life. But they're talking about weigh-in, and, you know, sometimes God takes things in the natural to explain things in the spiritual. So I challenge you to embrace what they're saying. And one of the unique things I asked earlier is, you know, I see 2 entities that have come together to form E.N.D.U.R.E. How are y'all able to work together?
Right, because, you know, as you just stated, we're both personal trainers individually. But the one unique thing about God is He's not really too much focused on the outside, more so than He is on the inside. And when we came together, we thought we were going to do, you know, boot camp workout. And so God just kind of rained down on our lunch parade and said that what good is it for you to look good physically if your spirit is still jacked up, right?
Okay,
and
all right,
so,
she said jacked up.
It's just jacked up, right?
We can do that. We can say that.
Because working out and being personal trainers can be really self-centered, right? You find a lot of self-centeredness in personal training, people who really focus more so on the physical. And so one of the things we wanted to stress with E.N.D.U.R.E, because women are faced with so many insecurities that they don't really recognize or acknowledge or be truthful about with themselves. And so we wanted to, you know, focus on that. How can we help them become so secure in their insecurities? And so
secure
for us,
and insecurities, good.
It was to, you know, to let them know that, you know, it's okay for you to compliment your sister or collaborate with them when you understand you are enough. And E.N.D.U.R.E stands for that, exalting and deciding you are enough just the way God made you. So that's our main focus.
And also we one of the things that we talked about as well as weighing in is you know, working out and lifting weights is the same as a Christian walk, right? In order to become stronger and leaner and a better person, you gotta put in some weights. You gotta put in some sacrifices. You gotta get into the weight room. And so we talked about building those muscles. You get muscles through repetition and soreness, and that's how life is. If we just keep encouraging ourselves through those repetitions and we keep working through the soreness, which is enduring through the process, we become better women.
Woo, man, they're on fire. They're ready to go. One final person. What do you feel is the biggest challenge that's facing the women today?
As I just said earlier, I think it's really insecurities, and we do a lot of comparing ourselves to other women instead of, working on you and becoming the best you, inspiring her to be just her best self. And then when you collaborate, you're both great together. And that's the one good thing about God is when you nurture your own spiritual gifts and you become great in who you are and she becomes great in who she is, and we're walking this walk together. When we come together, we're just that much more powerful together, right? With all of our greatness, and so we're meant to be.
Yeah, and we just think, again, like she's saying, is just being able to accept yourself and being secure in your own insecurities. And I think one of the things that brought us together was that we were okay to share our insecurities.
Oh, okay.
So when we came, it wasn't like, well, I ain't letting her know my business, and she wasn't like, I'm not letting her. We both was like, well, have you ever felt like this? Or have you ever felt like that? Or, yes, I struggle with that too. Or she may say, well, I don't really struggle with that. I'm kind of strong at that. And so that's the nice thing about kind of having that security in your insecurity, is because I'm able to tell her, what I'm struggling with, and that may be something that she's strong in, and she may tell me I'm a very emotional person, and she'll be like, girl, you got one day. You got about give me one day. She'll be like, look, when I call you back at lunchtime, we want to hear this. And so you need that. Whereas sometimes I'd be like, hey, look, we ain't got all day.
So you know with that hand clapping stuff there. I can tell.
And so she'd be like, okay, mommy.
Stay calm.
So I think that's the nice thing about being able to embrace each other, is you find out your weaknesses and your strengths, and you're able to help one another in building your own self. But again, together we are powerful.
Amen. That's really good. That's a good word. I feel the word collaborative greatness.
Right.
And that sums it up.
Greatness.
So that was what your experience between the two of you. I'm sure this is also what you're imparting and teaching others as well. Right. Yes. And you have to. One of the main things that we focus on is that you have to tell yourself the truth. Right. One of the worst things you can do is lie to yourself about what you're going through, your feelings, and what you're dealing with, because you have to tell yourself great things about yourself every day. You have to inspire yourself no matter what you're going through, in order for you to even deposit that in someone else. It gets hard, but yet sometimes you're by yourself, and so what's most important is what you tell yourself about you. Good. And not what everyone else says about you. If you allow those things to hold you back, the insecurities get stronger, and then you don't want to go nowhere. You don't want to do anything because you have allowed the outside, them, to deposit seeds in you that shouldn't even be there, right? Yeah. Good. And as we get ready to wrap this thing up, also, I gotta say this. Tell me about the T-shirt. I didn't get my T-shirt, but tell me about the T-shirt. The greatest you T-shirt. The greatest me T-shirt is that you can't be anyone else in life. And when I was struggling with my insecurities, God told me that you have to become the greatest you that you can be, right? You can't be anyone else. He only made you just the way you are. So why not be great at being you? And you have to go for it. It ain't gonna come to you. You're gonna have to endure the process in order to get there. But the only person who you can be is you. So be great at being you. Do you have any final thoughts that you can share There's going to, lots of people are going to be looking at this and stuff, and there may be those that say, oh, I see all the glamour and all the stuff they're talking, but I don't know if that applies to me. What can you share with them that's going to get them up off the couch and putting one foot in front of the other, so to speak?
I would say that we all have areas in our life that we're deficient or that we need help with. And even the strongest people need help and need strength. And so I would just encourage both women and men, but we're here to encourage women that you have to find that balance. And you find that balance through understanding there's going to be some sacrifices, and there's going to be a little bit of soreness, and there's going to be a little bit of pain. But when you're able to endure through that process of life, and you find that balance physically, spiritually, and mentally, it helps you to endure through those challenges. So now, instead of when the enemy attacks you, you can face him head on because you're strong enough physically. You're not sitting at home in depression, because that's what he wants you to do. He wants you to sit in your sadness, in your hurt. But when you have the strength physically to stand up and have that mental power to say, you will not destroy me and you will not make me feel defeated, you have to know that you're enough, and you have to know that you deserve to live the best life that you can, because that's one of the gifts that God gave us. He gave us the life of abundance.
Amen.
And so you deserve that. And because you deserve that, nobody's going to give it to you but you. Yeah. And so God is waiting on you to take that first step, so why not?
All right. Well, you've heard it. Like I said, I want to thank y'all again for just setting aside this time from your busy schedule to allow me to sit with you. I mean, I've learned a lot. I've received a lot, and it's been a wonderful collaboration. I speak God's richest blessings over you. I speak that everything you put your hand to, in the name of the Lord, it will prosper.
Thank you.
And I thank both of you. There you have it. Another episode of Pastor on the Go here with the Women of E.N.D.U.R.E.
Yes, and you can follow us Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at E.N.D.U.R.E Women. Book us. Go to the website ENDUREWomen.com, ENDUREWomen.com, and we would be happy to come out to your church, young women's conference, schools, wherever, to help empower and to encourage and demonstrate to the young women that they are enough just the way they are. So we'll see y'all soon.
All right, that's a wrap.